right, Detroit, we are back. And it's time for us to head into the Year 4 offseason with your Detroit Red Wings after a very disappointing first-round exit to none other than the Florida freaking Panthers. Roberto Luongo, the man I've made fun of countless times for 2011. I guess he got his revenge, posting a save percentage of, 940-something? At 81 overall, 42 years of age? Absolutely ridiculous. And you know what? I got so pissed off, I couldn't make videos for a damn month. Now, the real reason I haven't made videos, boys, is just I've been busy. My mind's been in other places, and I haven't been able to get the motivation to get back to my series. And I look at the calendar, and NHL 19 is creeping up, and I want to win a Stanley Cup here with the Detroit Red Wings. So we got to get back on track here. I think I owe it to you guys to give you some daily videos from now on and some live streams in there. I definitely owe you guys something. So I'll figure out what I can do. But don't worry, we're going to win a Stanley Cup here with the Detroit Red Wings before NHL 19 comes out. Year 4, disappointing season. We did make it into the playoffs, which was great, but that first round exit against the Florida Panthers, and especially the way we got defeated, no goals for at all. 81 overall goaltender, Roberto Luongo, posting a 940 something save percentage, like I said. 1 goal for. We got to overtime, but we lose that game. So, the series just starting off on the wrong foot. 1 goal for, going down 3-0. All right, that's not a recipe for success in the playoffs. 1 goal for, we managed to win that game. 2 goals for, we managed to win that game thanks to our goaltender. 2 goals for, so there's only been, 1 game with more, and we lost in overtime, and then game number 7, we only managed 1 goal. All right, and we were one of the best goal-scoring teams in the NHL during the regular season, even after our horrible start. Once I got the line changes on track, we were actually winning games a lot easier than the beginning part of the year, and we were scoring a lot more goals. Our power play percentage went up, our goals for per game went up, but come the playoffs, we run into a hot goaltender, and look what happens. So Grand Rapids player, blah, blah, blah. I'll just continue. I don't know if it's the AHL. Is our AHL affiliate still playing right now? I don't know. Detroit player Anthony Mantha is available to play in the team's next game. We'll just continue that. And we're going to have to figure out what to do with all of these forwards on the team. We have a young team, which is obvious, but how are you going to find ice time for guys like the Tsvetkovs, for Bochinski? We already have Dylan Larkin. Mantha had a great year. Mantha had like a 70-point season at 83 overall, so I'd imagine he jumps up. He was given third-line minutes this year with no power play time, and he even got those kind of points. I moved him up towards the end, but he had a great season. Now, the Stanley Cup champions are your St. Louis Blues. The Calder Cup champions, the San Antonio Rampage. So once again, the Stanley Cup goes to the Western Conference. Now, we're gonna wait and see here the draft lottery. I don't think we have any draft picks. Oh man, it's been a while. Can't even remember. No, I don't think we have any draft picks for the draft lottery here. And oh my God, the results of the draft lottery: the Minnesota Wild once again win it. So they won it in year number 2. Selected Jack Hughes first overall. That was the year that we did not get our superstar, and now they're getting it again in year number 4. Geez, so Svechnikov they could have had in year number 1, the second overall pick, first overall pick in year number 2. I forget what they had last year in year number 3, and now they're back again. The Minnesota Wild, the team of the future for sure. San Jose, the Rangers, Colorado, Columbus, Colorado 4-6, not bad. Washington, Ottawa, Florida. So Florida gets by the first round, and they still get a top 10 pick. Fantastic. The LA Kings go 12-13, Anaheim and Montreal. So you know what? I'm actually interested to see how far Roberto Luongo went. You know what? Let's see if he actually retired here. The Detroit Red Wings have no players that are retiring. Let me just go to the all players right now for skaters. Let's look at the guys with the most points. Patrick Marleau, he finished his career with the Toronto Maple Leafs. Daniel Sedin, finally he joins his brother. Justin Williams, all these guys, okay? And goaltenders, is Luongo still there? I'd imagine... No, he's staying in there. Why not? Why not? After posting a save percentage of 940 in the playoffs, the guy can still get it done. I highly recommend you update your trading block, blah, blah, blah. So, we are at the NHL Entry Draft for year number 4. I'd like to take this video all the way up until the playoffs for next season if we are automatic. So, I'll be going through this pretty quickly. And look at that player stats. Anthony Mantha's jumped up to an 85. Good. So, he saved his growth award. So, let's go to the awards. Show you guys the team and player stats and all that good stuff. So the Stanley Cup champions, the St. Louis Blues. So Winnipeg year number 1, Nashville year number 2, Tampa year number 3. I don't know why I was thinking Dallas. That was what was his name? That was, John Tavares went to the Dallas Stars. Yeah, that's the reason I thought about that. The President's Trophy goes to the Edmonton Oilers, so Tampa Bay 3 years in a row finally comes to an end. Clarence S. Campbell goes to the St. Louis Blues, and they beat the Toronto Maple Leafs in the Stanley Cup final. Oh, man, I remember the Blues versus the Leafs in the playoffs way back in the day. Oh, man, memories. So the player trophies. Art Ross goes to Brendan Saad. Hart Memorial goes to Connor McDavid. James Norris goes to Morgan Riley. I'm looking forward to that, hopefully. Lady Byng goes to Connor McDavid, of course. Calder Memorial goes to Alexis Lafreniere. So the first overall pick by the LA Kings last season. He ends up getting the Rookie of the Year. So look at that. Jack Hughes for year number 2 gets the Calder. Lafreniere, or Lafreniere, I don't know how to pronounce that. He gets the Calder in year number 3. Is the Minnesota Wild going to have 2 rookies in 3 years? It looks like it. Conn Smythe goes to Vladimir Tarasenko. Vezina Trophy goes to Braden Holtbeast with the Philadelphia Flyers. They finally got themselves a goaltender. Didn't help them out in the playoffs, though. Bill Masterton goes to the Tampa Bay Lightning. Frank J. Selke, a winger. Nikita Kucherov, interesting. Ted Lindsay goes to Connor McDavid, and Maurice Richard goes to Connor McJesus as well. Very good. Now, hang on a second. Playoff tree. I want to see how far they went. Florida Panthers, they got beat by the friggin' Toronto Maple Leafs in 6 games in the next series. Unreal, man. So it's just like we lost to the team that lost to the team that eventually lost to the team in the Stanley Cup Finals. We did nothing. And player stats, just last but not least, I want to see what's his face, Roberto Luongo. What did he end up with? Now, the Toronto Maple Leafs beat him, but look at that. He did so well in the series against us, compounded with the series against the Toronto Maple Leafs. He had a save percentage of .942, a goals against average of 1.76. Unreal. So for some reason, the Florida Panthers were a stellar defensive squad during the NHL playoffs, and also Roberto Luongo just absolutely unreal when it comes to goaltending. And they still lost to the friggin' Toronto Maple Leafs, so you can imagine his stats were even better for us, right? So enough of that. Let's go into the Year 4 NHL Entry Draft and see what we're going to do. I'm pretty sure this team is on automatic right now. I'll offer the trade just to show you guys what we have. We have a few young defensemen who are going to be coming up for next season, which is going to be good. Let's just do a quick count, though, of our forwards and our defensemen so we can see what we got set up for next year. So we got Eric Comrie signed for 2 more years. It's 3 more years right now, but once the draft is over, it's going to be 2 years. So Comrie got for 2 more years. We can find a backup. No bad goaltender contracts right now. Quinn Hughes up to 85, 2 more years. 2 more years for Jake Gardiner. Cholowski, he's got to sign this year, but it's not going to be that not that bad. Eric Johnson's getting a little bit old, but only 2 more seasons. We have to rely on Jake Gardiner and Eric Johnson to log a lot of ice time during the regular season. Hronek, though. Hronek might be somebody that we think about trading, but I'm going to wait till preseason to see if he jumps up. The reason being is I think he's more of an offensive 2-way defender. Giveaways, takeaways, block shots, hits. Yeah, we could find somebody who has a little bit more block shots and hits in there. And also the takeaway to giveaway ratio. Unless this guy's getting crazy amounts of points, which he's not. His offense awareness is 89. We'll see. I don't think that's going to be too expensive, but if we're trying to make our team better, we need to upgrade, and that's a player that we could certainly upgrade. So DeKaiser, Olofsson, blah, 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 blah. Reinprecht, here we go. Donald Reinprecht, drafted 4th overall in 2019. Same year as Bochinski, taking a little bit longer. He looks to be ready for next season. So we got Cholowski, we got Johnson, we got Hughes, we got Gardner. There's 4. We got Reinprecht, which is 5. We have a lot of salary that's going to be dumped off. Dion Fagoof, 7. Danny DeKaiser's 5. We're going to hold on to for 1 more year. So we got 1 more year to go before all the bad contracts are off. Hamel Elite, yeah, I could trade for some defensemen. Cloutier, right, that was the other defender. Cloutier, who's already up to 64 overall at 19 years of age. Okay, so that's good. Right wingers, let's see what we got here. Svechnikov, see, the Svechnikovs are going to grow. We're going to have to find some ice time for them. And Anthony Mantha's up to 85, which is great for us. Patrick Berglund, another 2 years. Yeah, so I don't think a trade is going to be necessary right now. I think we should go to free agency, see how our team looks in preseason, and if there's a trade to be made right there, then pull it off. Braun, he's jumping up there. Forsbacka Carlson's up to an 85 overall. Beautiful. So we got his trade value nice and high. Rasmussen. All right, Athanasiou. Yeah, there's nothing really I want to trade right now, boys. So we'll go to draft picks. What do we got? Yeah, we have our first, second, 2/3, a fifth, a sixth, a seventh. I might as well draft with it, try to get a medium top 6 player, and if the right trade comes around at the next trade deadline, then we can unload that prospect, okay? So sim to user pick, let's just get it done. Let's see who the Minnesota Wild take first overall, though. Hang on a second. Akers, right wing sniper. Well, there it is. They got another player who could definitely win the Calder in year number 1. He's already 82 overall. What's he from? Canada. So you got the Canadian Akers or Ackers? No, it's Ackers. Curtis Ackers, right wing sniper, and then they have that American down the middle, Jack Hughes and Curtis Ackers for the Minnesota Wild. That's looking nice. Pominville, 82 overall center playmaker. So the San Jose Sharks got a great player there with the second overall pick. Carcillo, 79, Mills, 78, elite. A lot of elite. Grabowski, 77. A lot of good top players there. Parks, another elite player. All right, very good. So we have the 22nd overall pick. Let's see what is available. So first off, are there any bona fide guaranteed exact elite defenseman or forward? So this guy Rouleau, he's going to be exact elite, but he's undrafted, so I get him with the 6th or 5th round pick. Top 6 playmaker, top 6. I don't know which one to pick here. This is going to be interesting. So let me just go back to the top of the list. First, second round. Oh, no, hang on. There you go. Oh, whoa. The game's taking its sweet-ass time to sort. A lot of names. Hang on a second. Oh, my God. There you go. So Hagelin, top 6 defenseman, top 6. A lot of good defensemen here. This guy, Mikola, this might be the right choice here because high top 4. What's his stats look like? I have him uncovered. Ooh, this guy actually not that bad looking. His offensive awareness up at 79. He's an offensive defenseman, left-handed. I already have a bunch of offensive defensemen, but I do like his stats. Duncan, right-wing playmaker. Let's see his stats. Now, his stats are a little bit lower. I don't want that. Might just be his potential that gets him up there. Top 9 sniper, Ballard. Let's see. Can't really tell. Don't want to draft him. Peterson. High top 6 playmaker, first, second round. Don't have enough uncovered. Yeah, this is going to be a guess here, boys. It looks like Matsumoto, right wing, two-way forward. It looks like that first guy, that offensive defenseman was the best choice. Hang on, I could try with some top 9s. Usually they end up becoming something for us, but now, you know what? Let's just do the safe play right here. Like I said, we just need a prospect that we can maybe trade. We already have Cloutier down there. We already have, like, Quinn Hughes, but trading asset. And this guy, Mikola, with his offensive awareness up there at 79, this guy might be like mid-60s to high 60s with a medium top 4 potential. And that will be pretty good for us. Now, high top 4, I'm hoping that doesn't turn into exact top 6 because he is around a few other players. Oh, I got 30 seconds left. What do I do? Or this playmaker, Duncan. All right. So we'll remember Duncan. He would be the guy I'd go with if I wasn't selecting. Same thing with Peterson. Remember Duncan and Peterson. I'm going with Mikola. All right, Mikola from Finland, offensive defenseman. Let's see what's he end up gonna be for us. Oh yeah, I'll take it. All right, so I read it right. I didn't think it was gonna be medium elite, but 64 overall. I said mid 60s to high 60s. You see his offensive awareness 78 overall. Oh yeah, hell yeah. So we have Cloutier and Timo Mikola now. Fantastic Finn. All right, we have the trade bait now. That's a huge trading asset. We turned Hedberg into Kyle Connor. We can turn Mikola or Cloutier into like Carlson or somebody. That would be great. Hagelin. Oh yeah, look at that. Hagelin was medium top 6. We got the right choice. So sim to user pick. Let's see what what else we got here. Ooh, the Leafs want Justin Abdelkader. I could free up some cap space there. They want to get, they want Justin Abdelkader and a 3rd for their 2nd, so I'd be moving up to a 2nd. Hang on a second. Edit trade. Do I want Justin Abdelkader back on this team, or could I replace him? 4.250. We're fine for salary cap. He's 34 years of age. Now would be the time to get him off the team. Let's see what he did last year for us. 9 goals, 13 assists, 22 points, -4. I mean, the only problem with trading him to the Leafs is it's going to come back to bite us in the ass next season. He still has his exact top 6, but that could drop off. I'd love to hold on to him, but it's going to be 2 more years at 34. The Leafs are willing to take that contract off my hands. It seems like such an obvious choice right here. And I get to, I get to move up from my third, 84th overall, I can move up to 61st. You know what? This is a no-brainer. I have to do it. Justin Abdelkader, thank you very much for your service. I wasn't going to trade you just because I didn't think anyone would want that contract. But if a team is approaching me with a real good deal right here, yeah, I got to do it. I could replace Justin Abdelkader in free agency or a trade with a minor prospect, right? Not even a grade A-plus prospect. So you know what? I'm going to do that trade. Yep, absolutely. We are glad that you accepted our trade proposal. Toronto and your team are both better for it, in our view. Okay, so Justin Abdelkader now on a divisional rival, the Toronto Maple Leafs. Mark Pysyk for Berglund, and yeah, I could do that, but no, he has the same kind of contract, one more year. Berglund was a pretty good defensive substitution for us last year with the injuries. All right, so we'll see what we can find. There's still some top six. Look at this, Axelson top six, Tuominen top four. So there's still some players here. I don't know, is this the, I don't know, did we trade for the draft pick this season or was it next season? You know, I don't even know. Let's just try to find somebody right here. Don't want to take too long with this. Oh, you know what? A grinder. A grinder in the second, a tough guy in the first, second, or third round usually is good. Emil Klein, center grinder. I'm going to go with this guy right here. Hang on, is there anyone else? Butterfly, let me just do my due diligence. No, I don't see any player types that pop out at me, and I don't see any like top 9, like low top 6 defenseman, maybe something. Medium top 9, maybe a something sniper there. Low top 9, DeFazio, maybe something. But you know what? I'm gonna try this grinder out. Emil Klein, center grinder. We already have the other German. What was his name? Oh, the center. I forget his name. Whatever. Hey, he can get joined by his countryman, Emil Klein, baby. Be a medium top 6 grinder. They're 68 overall. I told you. I'm a genius when it comes to scouting in this game. Emil Klein, center grinder. So we have a medium elite defenseman, and we have a medium top 6 grinder with our first and second round picks. Yeah, the pick. Oh, no, we do have 2 first round picks from this year. So that was the Detroit pick. Yeah, because the Toronto Maple Leafs finished a lot, they went to the Stanley Cup final. So that was our pick, and now here comes the Leafs pick. Top 9, fringe 7th, top 6, old man Perreault. Look, oh my God, I missed out on that player right there. Look at that. Jay Perreault, center two-way forward, already 77 overall. That would have been nice. Now he is 20 years of age, so that's why he's been sitting down there. But that would have been a nice pickup. My God. All right, so make the pick. Let's see what we got. Let's see if we can get a little bit lucky here. Top 9 DeFazio. You could just try it. Power forward, offensive defenseman. Top 9 sniper. Yeah, it's either this top 9 sniper, Weirkoch, or DeFazio power forward. You know what? I'm just going to go with DeFazio. The reason is the low top 9 could be medium elite. And also, if it's not, I need fourth liners. He could be the replacement for Abdelkader in the future. All right, Toby DeFazio. And he's from America. So here we go. DeFazio, let's see. Low top 6. You know what? I'll take that. It's a low top 6, a perfect depth power forward if he does indeed grow. So thank you very much for the Toronto Maple Leafs for getting us that pick. Forbert, no, I'm not taking on a contract. 3 years, $5 million. Unless it's like a stud forward, I'm pretty sure it's not going to be a stud. Top 16, so there were some players still that were better. Oh yeah, top 4. Oh man, there's some good players here deep in this draft. Let's keep on selecting. What do we got here? The 75th overall pick. All right, so I'm just going to go with some... Yeah, I'm just going to take some guesses here. All right, Gilson, low top 6 defenseman, maybe medium top 4. High 7th, all right. At least with the high 7ths or the high top 6s, you get some trade value there, so that's not that bad. Third rounder, do we have 2 third rounders? No, all the way to the 5th round. I think with the 5th round, just to be certain, I'm going to take that player that was going undrafted, that had the low elite potential. There you go. All right, Rouleau. He is a defenseman, low 79 overall. What the hell? This guy was going undrafted. How's that possible? He's 20. Hugo Rouleau, baby, from Canada. He can make the team next year. We had Reinprecht coming up. This guy's 79 overall. His role is already top 6 defenseman. Beautiful. See what I mean? We don't need to make any changes just yet. Oh, man, that's a great draft pick. You want to talk about a great draft day? I didn't even really prepare for this draft day either. I didn't look ahead and figure out what we needed. I'm just trying to find the best players available, and we're scoring here. So top 9. Oh, some more Germans. Some more Germans. You know what? He's got the low top 9. Two-way forward, Hansen. I'm going with the German. Here it is. Medium bottom 6. Okay. So we're just going to sim the entire draft right now just because I know there were no other players left in potential. And if the computer selects somebody, that Newberry guy, then we'll get some good luck. But let's just skip it. So Mikola, Klein, DeFazio, Gilson, Rouleau, and Hansen. Man, that's a good one. We got some good players right there. Not the top tier, but you know what? I'm going to take that back. Braun. There was the German center's name. Braun. That defenseman, 79 overall, low elite. That could be a good player. That could be like 86, 87 if I grow him right. So we got the re-sign stage. I think the contract length right now for this team, the plan was 2 more years. And then after 2 years, all the bad contracts are gone, and you can go long-term with it. So let me go through all this. I will sign the players. Oh, man, Logan Baczynski is 88 overall. Next season's going to be a good year. Let me go through all this. I'll sign the players, and then I'll show you guys what the plan is, okay? Be right back. Okay, so I've got the re-sign stage taken care of for your Detroit Red Wings, and I'm liking the way the team looks, especially for the future. Our defensive core, looks so nice with Cloutier and Mikola. I'll show you. So goaltenders right now, we got Eric Comrie going to be our starter for another 2, and then Devlin McDermott, was that his name? Was his first name? Devin McDermott. This guy's still one of our prospects in the system, only 64 overall. So we're going to have to find a backup, and we're going to have to find a starter for the AHL. I wanted to save some money, so I just cut everyone right now. Defensively, we got Jake Gardner, Hughes, Cholowski, Eric Johnson, Hronik, Rouleau, which is nice. So there's 6 defensemen right there. Rouleau, 79 overall. And then look at this. Donald Reinprick, 76 overall, 20 years of age, medium elite. We go down here. Hang on a second. Where is it? Yeah, Hamill. Might as well show him off. Low elite, 69 overall, 20 years of age. And then Cloutier, medium elite, 64 overall, 19 years of age. And Mikola, 64 overall, 18 years of age. So we know that Mikola draft pick was good. It's not like Hedberg, where he's going to be like 66 overall by the time he hits 20. These guys are already in their 60s. They're going to be 70s by the time they hit 20. So that's perfect. So when you look at the defensive core of the future, Hughes, Reinprecht, Cloutier, and Mikola, medium elites, and then some low elites in there. Yeah, the blue line is looking great for the Detroit Red Wings. And forwards, we got Logan Baczynski. We got Kyle Connor, Larkin, Svechnikov, Braun, Forsbacka Karlsson, who wanted a big boy contract now, $5 million. When I went to like 6 or 7 years, it was as high as 8 mil. So I'm hoping that this guy grows, even though he only has that medium top 9 forward potential. When he starts getting 50 goal seasons, you know, he's going to be able to do it. 45 goals this year. If he sims like that, the number is going to go up. Mantha, he jumped to an 85. Svechnikov, Athanasiou. So you see, we have a team here. We definitely have a team. You know, how many forwards do we have? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9... 10 Berglund, Bertuzzi 11, Rasmussen 12, yeah, Poirier 13. All right, so we got 13, and we have an extra player. I could use one more forward, probably a defensive forward, but I could also give some of our younger guys a chance to play. And defensemen, I could always get one more defenseman, but we have 3 defensemen who might get the chance to play this year. 3 young defensemen who haven't played in the NHL, but our cap space is up at 18 million, so with the changeover coming in 2 years, where we're going to have to pay everyone big-time money, you know, it's time to win that Stanley Cup with this team. We're going to be deep as shit next year. I'm going to tell you that. Our blue line and our forward core. So I just got to make sure we have that backup. Hopefully injuries won't be as big of a deal as they were last year. They're going to happen, but our team is going to be deep enough that we can fill that void, fill those slots that become open. So I think next season's regular season is going to be pretty automatic as long as we don't get a shitty simulation. But we can just go that much further for the playoffs if we can sign. Oh my God! You got to do it, right? You have to freaking do it. Alexander Ovechkin went to free agency. What are the Washington Capitals thinking? What has he done here? He won a Stanley Cup in real life, but in this universe, no Stanley Cup for Ovi. All of these seasons, look at this, and he's an Iron Man as well. 81 games, 82, 79, 79, 48, but that was the shortened year. It was only 48 games in the year. Oh my God, he is a tank. So you get Alexander Ovechkin on the team, now all of a sudden you have 2 50-goal scorers, JFK and Ovi. It's almost like you have to do it. You just have to do it. So let me just go to UFA for right now. Let's take care of the the positions that we know we need. So a backup role for next season. Now, hang on a sec. How much cap space do we have? We have 18 million, so we can certainly do something here. All right, so let's go. You know what? Let's get a young goaltender that might get some growth on him. Malcolm Subban, he can be a great backup for us. What's his reflexes at? Is that 4-star? Hang on, is there anybody else with like 4.5-star above him? Darcy Kemper, 4-star. Grabauer, 4-star. The reason I like these young goaltenders is because if they have a good year, even as the backup role, they could get some good growth. And what does he want? Like, I'm on a 2-year deal right now, so I could go 2 years, $2 million, and then end up trading him at the end of the season, right? Now, what does he want? His role is a backup, so I'm signing you as a backup, and Hutchinson or Comrie right now is only at $3 million. So if I give him a 2-year deal, you know, we did lose Comrie to an injury a couple times last season. I want a goaltender that could also go in there and be a starter for us during the playoffs. Luongo did Luongo at .940 save percentage at 81 overall. Malcolm Subban is 82, and if he has a good year, like I said, you could see him grow, and then the trade bait just increases. So we're going to do that. We're going to go 2 years at $2.5 million, and that would be about just under $6 million tied up in 2 goaltenders for us. So I like that. So Malcolm Subban, welcome to the team. We're also going to need a starting goaltender for the AHL. So let me just sort by potential right here. No, it doesn't look like there's anything. Let me just go back to overall. Is there any goaltenders? High 70s with a 2-way deal. I don't want... There you go, right here. Yes, medium starter, Schneider. Let's get this guy signed for the AHL. 1 year, 0.9, 2-way deal. Schneider, you can hold down the fort down there in the A. So the defensemen now. We have Cody Ceci. We have, what is it, David Savard. I was going to say Dennis Savard. David Savard, Andre Schuster, Troy Stetcher. Okay, so the only guy that I would go after here is Cody Ceci. But we already have so many young defensemen upcoming, and I would rather go after Alexander Ovechkin. It's between Ceci and Ovechkin. Do you want to improve the blue line or the forward core? The blue line's coming along. We have all these young defensemen, and we still have Eric Johnson and Jake Gardiner that we have to give the ice time to. If you get Cody Ceci, that's another right-handed defenseman. 2-way defender, though. He could certainly help out the defensive aspect. Let's see his advanced analytics. Gives the puck away a lot, but that's what I mean. If you use him as a defensive role, his block shots and hits, yeah, that's great. The only problem, well, there's a few problems, but one of the problems is team interested, 5 teams. So, you know, he's going to be getting some good contracts right here. So if I went 4 years, I'd have to go up to like 7 mil, but then I couldn't get Ovi. It'd be very close. So you know what, boys? We're going to pass on Cody Ceci. I know what everyone wants in Detroit. It's Alexander Ovechkin. There's Ryan Nugent-Hopkins there. There's Adam Henrique. But we don't need any depth. We have young depth upcoming. We have Poirier. We have Backstrom still. Not Backstrom. Berglund still on the team. We have Giovanni Smith upcoming in the AHL. Gallant. These guys might be able to play on the 4th line. So let's get Alexander Ovechkin and ensure that we can score goals. The problem in the playoffs last season, or this year, was the inability to score goals. Let's go out and get the best goal scorer of all time, Alexander Ovechkin, baby. All right, so he wants a 1-year deal. That works for me, Ovi. He's not going to be trade bait, and I'm going to make sure I get him, all right? 1 year, $10 million. You know what? Screw this. I'm going up even further. He deserves it. Who is Connor McDavid to think that he gets more money than Alexander Ovechkin? $12.5 million for 1 year for Ovi, baby. He's totally worth it. Boom. There it is. All right, so that'll take me down to 6-something, and then the goaltender 4-something, so we have plenty, and we don't need to sign anyone else. Is there anyone, I wouldn't mind, Hank Sedin hasn't retired just yet. He's gone to free agency. I wouldn't mind signing a guy like Philippe Danault. Just for defense, and you know, I'll come back and sign Philippe Danault if I can, if I have enough money, just for some depth, and I could also sit Poirier and Berglund as defensive forwards and use Philippe as a 4th line center, because I know he simulates well. So we'll advance a day. Let's see if we can get Ovi on the team here with the Detroit Red Wings. Oh, this is a dream come true for any Red Wing fans. Alexander Ovechkin, the Great 8, coming to Detroit to play. Oh, it's going to be fantastic. So Malcolm Subban has accepted our offer. There is our new backup goaltender. Schneider has accepted our offer as our AHL goaltender. Let's advance the day here. I got to make sure I save this as well after, so I'll get to preseason and sign it. Alexander Ovechkin has signed with the Detroit Red Wings. There it is. I was extremely happy to accept your offer. I'm truly humbled. I want to see some fan art there, boys. Ovi in a Detroit jersey. That'll look nice. So go back to sign a free agents. We should like what? Yeah, $5.4 million of cap space available. I can't even talk. Like I said, it looks like Philippe Danault is no longer there as well. Yeah, it makes sense. As a center, he certainly has value. So there's no Philippe Danault, so we're not going to worry about it. Do we want to sign anyone else? I'm just thinking, you know what? If there's one person, is Casey Cizikas' stats still looking good? We could always use a defensive forward who can win faceoffs if I lose somebody, just so we're not hurt defensively. And I'm going to get this guy for injury purposes. All right, so Casey Cizikas, 1 year, 1.8, and defenseman. If I want to get an injury defenseman, Jack Johnson. Jack Johnson's not bad, 2.2. Ben Smith, bring back to Detroit. Ben Smith, what the hell? Brendan Smith, defensive defenseman. How does he simulate? Defensive defenseman wouldn't be a bad bet. 37 penalty minutes. Let's see, takeaways, giveaways, he block shots and hits. Yeah. Brendan Smith, you're coming back to Detroit as a injury replacement player. There, actually, 1 year, he wants a little bit too much. He's too good. He's too good. Another team's going to get him. Manning, Luke Shen, Barbario. I just need somebody who can play defense. You know what? I got 5. I got 6. Now, you know what? Hronik might even be the defensive guy that we sit this year. So, you know what? I'm not going to sign any defenseman. We got Ovi. We just got to get this. Just got to get to the preseason right now. Arrange the team and see how well we win. I'm telling you, we can win the freaking President's Trophy this year. So, Sami Vatanen, they want to trade a defenseman for our first rounder. No, I like the team that we have. We're going to get to preseason. Let's go. Okay, so here we are in preseason. Before, the game asked me if I wanted to edit my captains. Now that we have Alexander Ovechkin, I couldn't name him the captain just because we gave that honor to Dylan Larkin last year, and the guy in his first season as captain got us to the playoffs. Failed in the first round, but you know what? The kid's young. Let him fight through that adversity. Alexander Ovechkin is now the veteran on this team, but he is not the captain. He is the alternate along with Jake the Snake Gardner, okay? So, yeah, I'll set the lines after. I'll do that myself. I want to get a first-hand reaction or a first-look reaction to some of the players and see if they grew at all for us, okay? So we're going to go to roster moves. This was the year I said, year number 5, that the Detroit Red Wings would finally start to hit their stride. We have exactly what we need everywhere. So goaltenders, well, we could use like a Braden Holtby in the net or a Vasilevsky, but when the playoffs hit, I don't think overall matters too much. But Eric Comrie's fine at 85, and Malcolm Subban, if Eric Comrie goes down with an injury, he'll get the chance to play, and he can always raise that overall up to 85, and then I'll have another trade bait for next season. So that'll be nice for us. In the system, hang on a second, whoa. In the system, we got Schneider and McDermott, 76 and a 66. Okay, so that's good. Defensively, all right, so I might have to make a change here defensively. Don't know who I'm going to use just yet, but Quinn Hughes up to 87 overall. Good. So he's still listed as a top 4 defenseman, but this guy's hitting his own, and we know he scores goals. So we're going to have to use, we got so many goal scorers on this team. Ovi, Hughes, JFK. It's going to be great. Jake Gardner, Cholowski up to an 83. Good. Rouleau, Eric Johnson, 81. Exact top 4, so he still got his potential. And Hronik did not grow. So I think Hronik going to be a trade bait this year and might even be an injury player for us to start. Ryan Prick up to 78. What's his role? His role is still a depth defenseman. Now, do I want to use it? Yeah, I do want to use him. Yeah, I want to use him. So I'm going to be bringing up Ryan Prick right here. All right, Danny DeKaiser, you're going to be down there in the AHL. And the reason I'm going to bring up Ryan Prick is I'm going to play him, and Hronik is going to be the guy sitting on the bench. I can always trade Hronik come the trade deadline or next season. I sign him to a 2-year deal. All right, but as a 23-year-old, he can ride the bench. And anytime we have an injury to our blue liner, he'll go in there. So he'll get like a good 30, 40 games played this season, I guarantee you. But Ryan Prick, he could always slip from a defensive or a depth defenseman to a top 6, and I want to make sure he's playing. So he's getting the chance this year. So look at all those young defensemen. And Rouleau, I forgot about Rouleau. He's jumped up to an 81. Hugo Rouleau, baby. 90 overall offensive awareness. Holy shit. The only problem with Hugo is I don't know how he sims just yet. We don't have a year of advanced analytics with him just yet, so We have to take our time with that. What about the other guys? Valiev, Tsvetkov, Hamel 71, Mikola 66, Kluche 66, Godobin 65. So 4 elite players, 2 mediums, and 2 lows. Not too shabby. Forwards, all right. So Ovi still 92 overall. He lost his elite potential. I don't know if he lost it last. I can't remember when I signed him if he still had it, but exact top 6. So he's gonna be dropping over the year, but it doesn't matter. He won't drop any further than 88, 87, I'd say. Even next year, he's going to come back at 85, 84, and he'll still be effective. He'll still be a 30, 40 goal scorer. So I'm really glad we got Ovi on the team. Bochinski up to an 89. Kyle Connor, 87. Svechnikov, 87. And this is the Andrey Tsvetkov, so he's beginning to grow good. We're gonna have to see how many points this guy can get. He had a 20-goal season last year, but not thrilled with his point production. But maybe now with his countryman Ovi on his team, he can show him the way. Braun up to an 86. Larkin, 86. Did he drop or did he grow? 86. I can't remember. Svechnikov, 86. JFK, 85. Mantha, 85. Athanasiou, Rasmussen, Bertuzzi, Berglund, and Cizikas. Yeah, that's everyone that I wanted. Poirier is going to be in the AHL. Is there anyone else? Gallant? No. Giovanni Smith? No, they're not ready to go in the NHL. And this is a year we're pushing. This is a Stanley Cup. With Ovi, this is a Stanley Cup year. So one trade for a blue liner might be in our best interest, but we're going to see how we sim first, all right? So I'll go ahead and do all the line changes. This is going to be interesting to figure out. Oh my God, we got so many choices here. So I'll figure it out, and then we'll come back and we'll get this year 5 season simulation done in this video because I do owe you guys some content. All right, so give me a second. All right, so I got the lines ready to go for year number 5, and I gotta say, the Detroit Red Wings, we have too many top-tier players on this squad. I mean, look at this. Kyle Connor, Dylan Larkin, Alexander Ovechkin. So 2 two-way forwards. Both of them can pass the puck as well, and now you have the pure goal scorer. So I'm hoping that Larkin and Connor take care of the defense, and they also give the puck to Ovi to score the goal. So that line should be lights out. It should be a positive line for us, okay? Second line, you got JFK, Bochinski, and Anthony Mantha. Now, last year, Mantha had a really good season with Braun and JFK, but with JFK jumping up to an 85, Logan Bochinski up to an 89, and Mantha back up to an 85, proving that he can have a 70-point season. I want to try these guys together, and what this will do, well, it'll give us the goal scorer, the pure goal scorer on the first line, and the pure goal scorer on the second line with good 2 defensive players who pass the puck. So our top 6, both lines should be well in the plus category, okay? Third line, I'm not too sure of. The Svechnikovs haven't blown me away just yet, and we know Evgeny's a little bit more of a playmaker. I was thinking of putting JFK with the Svechnikovs, but I'm going to give him the chance in the second line. Rudolph Braun, though, the playmaker. So you have 2 playmakers, because we know Evgeny passes the puck, with Andrey, who's now an 87 overall. And I know what you're saying. 87 on the third line. What are you doing, Johnny? The problem is, if you look at our top 9, our first 3 lines, we have 1 first-line forward, and the remaining 8 are second-line forwards. We have 8 second-line forwards. 1, all right, Kyle Connor, 2, JFK, 3, Bochinski's still a second-line forward right now, so that's why he's on that second line. 4, Mantha's 5, Svechnikov is 6, Braun is 7, and Evgeny is 8. So you're going to have at least 2 players who should be on the second line who are playing on the third line. It's just the way it is. Actually, you're going to have at least 3 players because Ovi's a first liner, and Ovi's playing up there. So it's just the way it is, boys. I gave them power play time and also penalty kill time, so I'm hoping that it's enough. And then the fourth line, Bertuzzi, Athanasiou, and Rasmussen, who may end up being trade bait for us because we have so many goal scorers on this team. Another center, sniper, 79 overall. He's not really growing on that fourth line. It depends. If the fourth line is simulating fine, then I'll leave him in there. But there's something that we could upgrade. Defensively, we got Quinn Hughes, Jake Gardner, Cholowski, and Eric Johnson, and then Donald Reinprecht along with Hugo Rilot. I love that name, Hugo Rilot. So 81 overall and a 78 overall. We're going to see if this can improve, and the way I see it, a trading asset for the blue line would be Eric Johnson. We can improve. I don't want to take off Reinprecht and improve because he's the future, right? And Rouleau, I want to give the chance to at 81 overall, low elites. So the blue line's a little bit we could improve it, but I want to hold on to all those players. So Erik Johnson would be the only one, but I want to hold on to him because he's a veteran. We know he simulates well with his advanced analytics. So it's going to be a decision to make. Power play looks like this: Ovi, Larkin, Connor, Quinn Hughes, and Evgeny Svechnikov. I put a playmaker on this first line power play because Ovi and Quinn Hughes are both shooters. Second line, you got JFK, Bochinski, Andrey Tsvetkov, and Anthony Mantha. Okay, so there's some players who are not on the power play. It's going to be Rudolph Braun. I can always change that up. 4-man power play, I gave Rudolph Braun, though, first line ice time with Alexander Ovechkin, okay, and also penalty kill. I'm going to go with Rudolph Braun on the penalty kill. Now, I know last year our penalty kill was amazing, and I had Larkin with Mantha, and or Larkin with Connor, and then like Mantha with Bochinski. I think it was those four. Well, this year I'm going to take, what's his name? Oh man, who am I taking off there? Yeah, Anthony Mantha. I'm taking off Anthony Mantha for now because with Mantha getting 70 points last year, I gave him more power play ice time. Rudolph Braun, though, if you look at his defensive category, 90 for defensive awareness, shot blocking, 92, stick checking, 94. The only thing that I'm not thrilled about is him being a playmaker. The advanced analytics say that, he's going to take the puck away more than he gives it away, but is he going to block shots enough? Is he going to have enough hits? So we'll keep an eye on our penalty kill stat for the team, and if that starts to drop off, I can switch out Braun for Mantha, okay? But everything else looks fine. Cholowski, Gardner, Hughes, and Erik Johnson. I wouldn't mind like a top-tier defensive defenseman, like 85 overall. That would help out, but what are you going to do? 3-man penalty kill looks like that. Extra attackers looks like this. I won't go through it. You guys can just pause it. All right, extra attacker. We got Logan Bochinski as our main extra attacker. He can do it all. And then the shootout, we got Ovi, Hughes, Svechnikov, Connor, and the other Svechnikov. Goaltenders, Eric Comrie and Malcolm Subban as the backup. And our scratch players, Casey Cizikas, Patrick Berglund, and Philip Hronek. The guys who are going to go in there when we have injuries, okay? So that is that. The AHL squad, it's not too much to worry about this year. We don't have a lot of players down there, other than the blue liners. But Emil Klein, the center grinder, all right, he's playing. Bois, a left-wing playmaker, low elites. Can't really get these guys to grow, though. It's not about just the AHL simulation. Some players just don't grow. But then we got Godobin, low elites, and then Cloutier and Mikola are down there. So I'm hoping that they grow, but there's no guarantee. And then Schneider in the net. All right? So that is that. We are going to get to the playoffs in this video. I don't care how long it takes. It's been a while now without all the editing I'm going to have to do. Once I edit it, it should be a lot shorter. I'd say we're around minute 40, 45. I'm going to take a guess. So what we'll do for this season, I think I've done this in the past where we just sim month to month and I take all the nonsense out with all the injuries and the line changes. But for the first month, we'll watch the simulation, see how this team does. I really think there's a few gaps. Like the blue line could be a little bit better, but we know analytically it simulates well. And the goaltender situation, I'd always love to have like a Carey Price in there or a Braden Holtby, like I said, for the season simulation, because they usually do end up having good save percentage by the end of the year. But for goals for, our team is looking absolutely fantastic. So waivers will be in effect, blah, blah, blah. I've already taken care of that. And our first, oh no, that's not the first game of the year. The first game of the year is back-to-back against the Toronto Maple Leafs, the team that we traded Justin Abdelgator to. And we get shut out. This team with all that offense, we get shut out in overtime in game number 1 of the season. Then we answer back with a 3-1 victory, 6-3 victory, 4-2 victory. And so far, the Detroit Red Wings have failed or have not lost in regulation, failed to lose in regulation a single time. Yeah, I know this team is going to be a playoff team. It's just got too much offense. Okay, so Detroit player Donald Reinpreck has been injured with a injured knee. Estimated return is October 28th. All right, so what I'm going to do is I'm just going to go replace player because Reinpreck is not on any line, not penalty kill, not power play. He's just the top 6 defenseman. So Hronek will definitely go right in there. So that's perfect. That's what I mean about Hronek. Right, he's still going to get some ice time, but yeah, I'm going to go back there and do it myself. I want Donald Reinpreck to get the chance to play. So I know for a fact the team's stats are going to look great just with the way our team has our team's record looks. Oh, maybe I shouldn't put a, whatever. You can go right back in there. If he gets injured again, it's my fault, boys. But this has been a great first month of the season. After the loss in overtime to Toronto, with the high expectations, the team a little bit of rusty. We've gone 11-0 since that 1-0 loss in overtime to the Toronto Maple Leafs. See, boys, I know how to build a team. And it also, it helps when Alexander Ovechkin's available in free agency. See, the thing about the advanced analytics, and it's a word I keep on saying, JFK, right? He's 85 overall now, but he's been able to score 40-something goals. Ovi is the 92 overall guy who can score 50-something goals, right? So he's the guarantee. JFK may have a year where he scores 30, just because the simulation didn't work. Ovi's going to always have like 40-plus goals. It's just the way it is. So let's see what he's got. 7 goals, 8 assists, +9. See? That's what I want from that first line. Mantha is a +2. All right, Svechnikov is a +3. Good. And the fourth line, Rasmussen, a -2. But what are you going to do? So I'm not going to take a look at the stats just yet. I don't even want to, bring bad luck into this right now. Let's just keep this going. The voodoo could always give us a month where we go 0-11. But I'm pretty sure this team is automatic. So we'll go one more month. Unless we go another month where we don't lose a single game in regulation, then I'll take a look at the statistics. But this is a fantastic team right now. And what this sim is doing, who this sim is doing wonders for as well is our goaltender, Comrie. Comrie, I guarantee you his stats are going to go up because of this record. The save percentage and goals against average is one thing, but just winning games, that does such a huge thing for goaltenders' growth. Like if you have a guy 81 overall, save percentage 917, goals against average 220, but he has like a credible wins to loss ratio, you'll see him grow, and that's what I'm hoping for from Malcolm Subban and Comrie this year. So Quinn Hughes been injured with a injured shoulder. His estimated return is November 21st. So I'll actually edit this manually because we're on a roll right now, and Hronek I don't want to just throw in there for the first line. So defense. So let's see what we got. Ryan Preck, Rouleau, Johnson. So we're going to give, I'm going to give Rouleau the chance here. Yeah, okay, so I'm going to scratch Rouleau. I'm going to put Hronek in there for Rouleau. There you go, because he's not anywhere else. And I'm going to put Rouleau on the Hugo Rouleau on the first line with Jake Gardiner. We're going to see what he can do. Extra attackers. What is this? Shootout? Who got taken out of the shootout? Ovi. It should be a forward in there. Whatever. Oh, you know what it was? It was Quinn Hughes, because he takes a lot of shots, right? He's a shooter. The game decided that he should be on the shootout. Okay, so force back at Carlson. Yeah, I'll put JFK in there because he can shoot as well. All right, so there's the shootouts. We are good. So Hugo Rouleau is in the in the first spot. We lose the game 1-0. All right, so that's okay. Don't worry about it. He actually, you know what? He played good defensively. We just didn't score any goals. We'll just chalk it up to that. So Rouleau, good job. We're gonna get you out of there though. Let me. Oh God, how do I do this? And is it gonna be if I put Quinn Hughes in there? All right, and then I put Hugo Rouleau in there. So this is the stuff I need to edit out. I just wanted to get a month or two in with our stats so you guys can see it. Hang on a sec. Now, if I go back to special teams, Hughes is going to be there. Penalty kill, Hughes is going to be there. Good, so I did it right. All right, so let's continue here. The Winnipeg Jets, the team that won the Stanley Cup in year number 1. And look at this. All of a sudden, after that streak that we went on, we've lost, 1, 2, 3, 4 in a row. That's okay. 4 in a row is not that crazy. Come on now, boys. Just answer back. There you go. 2 wins, a 2-1 loss there to the New Jersey Devils. As we come to the end of November, and the Detroit Red Wings definitely came back down to earth. But there you go, a win against the Ottawa Senators. So to start the year, 2 months in, we're 18-4-2. What a great first month where we were 11-0-1. And look at that. Alexander Ovechkin on pace for a 41-goal season. Oh, no. Just almost about a 41-goal season. Games played, 24 goals, 11. All right, so let's take a look at these stats, player stats. Team stats. I don't think I'm going to have to make any changes, but the penalty kill. If the penalty kill is a little bit low, I'll put Mantha in there instead of Braun. We're going to have to find more ice time for Braun. The Atlantic Division. Okay, so where are we? You know what? I'll just go for the entire league right here because we're actually doing pretty well. So we're the best team in the NHL, 38 points. All right, and the LA Kings, second best team in the NHL. They actually have 3 games in hand, so we're way up there right now. Only 4 losses on the year. That's great. Goals 4 per game. Let's see. Where are we? We're not even scoring that many goals. Did I pass this? Oh my God, we're all the way down here. All right, so the Detroit Red Wings, 2.54 goals for per game. Looks like other team, Dallas, obviously. They have Tavares, Sagan, and Ben. Interesting, though, that we're not scoring that many. Now, it's still early. You'd expect those numbers to come back down, but interesting. Is it going to be goals against per game that leads us? Yeah, so a good defensive team. That's the way I built the squad. We are clearly a good goals against per game team. So the idea of putting the two-way forwards on the first line, the defensive players on the second line, it is helping out. We're not scoring as many as we could, but we're keeping the puck out of the net, and that's the stat that I like. Power play percentage. All right, so what are we at here power play-wise? 22.5, that's fine for me. Everyone else is going to come back down to earth. And the penalty kill, we are 87.5, so Braun is doing fine in there. He does not need to be moved whatsoever. So, I think actually Ovi dropped to a 91 as well. Yeah, he's going to be dropping over the course of the year, but he's still going to make our team better. So, 18, 4, and 2. What we're going to do is I'm going to sim month at a time. I'll give you guys a quick update at the end of every month, but I'm pretty sure we are going to be a playoff-bound team. So, let's just get a quick simulation in. I'll see you at the end of December. Okay, so we are at the end of December 2021, and our record is 25, 8, and 4. Pretty good month. We had some losses in there, but win, loss in shootout, win, loss in overtime, win. Not too many regulation losses. I only count, 4? So yeah, another good month. We're keeping it consistent. We can go another month here. Don't need to make any changes. No injuries, which was good. I probably just jinxed ourselves, but let's keep this going, boys. President's Trophy. I can smell it. Another great month for the Detroit Red Wings, now with a record of 33, 11, and 5. We only, had 3 regulation losses in that month. So, yeah, we're tearing it up, boys. We are tearing it up. We're at the top of our, well, we should be at the top of our division with that record. 33, 11, and 5. Let's see. Oh, yeah, 71 points. We are leading our division in a big way. Alexander Ovechkin up to 30 goals in 50 games played. He is missing Nicholas Backstrom a little bit there on the power play. I'm sure that helps him get a few more goals. But the defensive capabilities of the Detroit Red Wings, and now that we can score just out of anywhere in the first, second, or third line, we're going to be a tough team to beat come the playoffs. I guarantee you, this is the year. So let's get to the trade deadline, do some due diligence, and finish up year number 5. Les Montreal Canadiens are placing Shea Weber on waivers. Do I want to claim him? Well, he's 79 overall, so he's dropped off. He's still got 5 years left, and his salary is 7.8. Nah, I don't think I'll take that, Montreal. Oh, man, Bergevin, how stupid are you for trading away PK Subban? Okay, so the end of February 2022, and the simulation finally caught up to us. We did not have a good month. We started off with a 4-game losing streak in regulation. All right, and the month before that, we only had 3 losses in regulation the entire month, but 4 in a row to start. Then 3 wins, which was nice, but then another regulation loss, another one after that. A shootout loss, a win, a shootout loss, and a shootout loss. So our chances for the President's Trophy took a big hit in this one. You know, there's going to be some other team in the Western Conference or even in the East that, does the opposite of what we just did. They go 10-0 in the month or something like we did to start the year. But, we're still in a fight, which is good. We're still in the President's Trophy fight. We should be. So, the Detroit Red Wings, 82 points. The Philadelphia Flyers, 85 points now. And I guarantee you, if you go to the last 10 games, it's going to be in all that. Yeah, Philly, 9-1-0 in their last 10. Detroit, 4-3-3. So, we're still there. It kind of sucks that it's being thrown away. Philadelphia. Oh, who do they have? They got a goal. They got Braden Holtbeast, right? They got that goaltender. There it is. See, if we had a little bit better of a goaltender, maybe, and a better blue line. The blue line is definitely not up to the same speed as our forward core. So let's just take a look at some of these stats here. Goals for per game. Let's see where we're at. Detroit. So we're down there at 2.76. Our goals for per game has gone up, but we're still not competing with some of the best teams in the NHL. Goals against per game. This is definitely. Oh, I'd still number 1. I thought that was going to be dropping off. So it's interesting. Like we're a good defensive team. We're the best defensive team. We just got to find a way to get some more offense. I thought Ovi would be the key. Imagine we didn't sign Ovi. Oh, God. Power play percentage. Where are we at? Detroit. So our power play does not need to change. It's perfect. And our penalty kill, 83.7. Could be better, but 83.7 is fine. Yeah, no, that's fine. I don't need to change that. So we don't need to change anything right there. For the first time in the season, I will show you guys the player stats. We'll see if we can identify any negative players here. So Ovi, 33 goals, 57 points. points, plus 14. That's exactly what I wanted. Kyle Connor has turned into a playmaker because Ovi's on his line. Beautiful, 42 assists. And Dylan Larkin, 11 goals, 37 assists for 48 points. This is what I mean about the first line. They're fine. They're good defensively. They're getting goals. JFK, though, he's a -1. Look at that. JFK only 19 goals on the year. Last year he had 41. Or 40-something. So Svechnikov, Andrey Tsvetkov, Evgeny Svechnikov, they're not doing good. Logan Bochinski, yeah. So the second and third line could actually be shook up a little bit. Shook up. One of those words. Quinn Hughes, 14 goals, 29 points. Yeah, so, and Eric Johnson, Cholowski, could always improve that second line. Okay. And what about our goaltenders? Yeah, see, now look what Malcolm Subban's done. He hasn't played that many, so his stats, I said this earlier, the stats are nice, but it's more about the wins to losses. So he's got good stats. I don't think he's going to grow with only 9 games played, though. Comrie might. So let me see here. Let me see if there are some line changes that we can make. Power play, penalty kill is fine, but the 5-on-5 middle 6. I could always just take one guy and switch up the lines a little bit here. So Logan Bochinski, Jacob Forsback, Carlson, Anthony Mantha. All right. So Evgeny Svechnikov and Andrey Tsvetkov have both grown. Braun's a +5. You're 12, 21. 13-21. I want to keep them on the same line. So you know what we're going to do? We're going to try this up, all right? Svechnikovs are going to move up with Logan Bochinski here, get some goal scoring, a two-way forward playmaker, sniper. And I know for a fact last year Mantha, Braun, and JFK on the third line did very well to the point where I even moved them up. Now, the reason JFK is not getting the amount of goals as he had last year, he's not on the first line power play. That's Ovi. All right, Larkin, Connor, Svechnikov, JFK, Evgeny Svechnikov is there. Yeah, I'm not going to change the power play because it was working and I don't want to mess it up, but that's the reason. JFK is just not getting the same amount of shot totals as he did last year. Let me see his shot totals. Shots 183 last year. He had 310. Will he be able to get close to another 100 shots in 20 games? I doubt it. Have to get like 5 shots a game, but he can always finish with look at that, 26 goals, 45 goals last year. It's because he was the man. He was the man in charge. So he'll still have like a 30 goal year. It looks like, unless he completely drops off. But that's the one change I'm gonna make. Okay, there's nothing else. Now trade players. If there is a defenseman available, a clear-cut defenseman that's a no doubt upgrade from Eric Johnson, I think we might have to do it. Because this is a serious year for us, and Ovi is dropping off. He's already like to 89 overall, so we got him at his best right now. He's only going to get worse, so we got to try to utilize that potential right now. So Rask, Lindholm. Now I'm trying to find some defensemen with a decent overall. Murphy. No, I'm not just making a trade just to. It's got to be a clear-cut upgrade, like 85, 86 over, maybe even 84. All right, but 82, no. Eric Johnson's just a good. Semi Vatanen, 83, no. I'm not doing that. Not getting another offensive defenseman. Jack Hughes. Minnesota Wild want to trade away Jack Hughes. What are they thinking? They just drafted Ackers, right? Was that his name? Yeah, Ackers. I guess they don't have enough money. They have enough money, 14.2. Jack Hughes, I guess, doesn't want to play for the Minnesota Wild anymore. Wait a minute. Reunite the Hughes brothers and get... Oh, yeah, that's way too much. What would I have to trade? I would have to trade, like, there's something that you could do here. Andrey and Evgeny. the Svechnikov brothers, so they get 2 brothers, and we get the Hughes brothers, and then we'd have one more 4. Yeah, I could do that, but, oh my God, that would be insanity. That would be insanity. You know what? No, I'm not doing that. Maybe that's something we do at the draft, because if they're willing to trade him now, they'd be willing to trade him at the draft before he gets a contract. And Evgeny and Andrey are still RFAs, so if you guys think that would be a good trade, let me know. But with the way the season's played out, these guys deserve the chance to go for another playoff run, the Svechnikov brothers. But that's an interesting one. Another stud down the middle, that would solidify this team. That's for damn sure. We'd have the centers, we'd have the defensemen, we'd have everything. So I forgot to continue to look for defensemen here in the trading block. So let me just go back here. The trade deadline, I should say. Nick Leddy. Okay, so Nick Leddy, 1 more year, 85. I think he's an offensive defenseman though, right? Yeah, we don't need any more offensive defensemen. We already have enough. So, no, that's going to be a no to upgrade Eric Johnson to. Zabinajad, Shattenkirk, he's an offensive defense. Yeah, I don't need offensive defense. I already have too many offensive defensemen. Mac Duchene, no. Safronov, no. No, not you. Evander Kane, no, don't need any more forwards. Edmondson, no, not good enough. None of these guys are good enough, boys. Yeah, I think it'd be nice to make some trades. The future is still looking bright. Nate Schmidt, Colin Miller. No, I'm holding on to Eric. Okay, Justin Falk. Here we go. Washington. They just signed in 3 more years. 87 overall. I'd have to give up a lot to get that, though. You're talking about one of our young prospect defensemen. So you know what? I'm not going to do that. And there's Hedberg with the Winnipeg Jets. All right, I'm not going to make any trades here, boys. I like our team, and we could still be just as strong for next year because Obi could come back. He won't be as good. He'll be like 85 overall, but all of our younger players will get better, and we'll still have like Mikkola and Cloutier to decide what we want to do in the future. For right now, the next trade that we can make is the Jack Hughes trade at the draft, at the trade deadline. Not the trade deadline. At the draft. I can't even freaking talk. But for right now, we're not worried about picking up Jack Hughes or any other prospects. It's the playoff hunt for the President's Trophy and also the Stanley Cup. All right, so let's go. We'll go to the second last week of the season. We can actually watch the simulation now. Oh man, I'm going to jinx myself, but I got to say it. We've been very lucky with the injury bug this year. Nothing more than just a few minor injuries that I've been able to fill up right away. And it's been defensemen the entire year. I haven't dropped like a single forward. Now I'm hoping that, like I said, I didn't jinx myself. But come on now, boys. Get me some wins and we can win this President's Trophy. Catch the Philadelphia Flyers. But unless we go on like a winning streak, we're not going to win it. There's always some team at the top that's going to finish the year 8-2-0 or 9-1-0 like you saw with Philly. There's always something like that. So we need to get like no more losses. We need to get to like 51 wins and get to 110 points. So that's like 7 more, and I think there's only 7 more games. Yeah, we need to win like at least 5, like 5-0-2, and even then we still might not win the President's Trophy. So let me just go back and take a look at the standings here of the President's Trophy race. The good news is that we are leading our division. We are 3 points ahead of the Tampa Bay Lightning, 97. Dallas Stars we're ahead of. The Vancouver Canucks have gone way up there with 104 points now, see what I mean? And Philadelphia 103. Yeah, so we're not quite there being a President's Trophy winning team. We had a good start to the year, but we need a little bit more depth, especially on the blue line, and a better goaltender wouldn't hurt either. So let's just sim the last 7 games. If we want any chance, we have to go on a 7-game winning streak. Come on, baby. You can do it. There's 2. Fucking back spasms, man. Just by the end of the regular season, JFK gets sniped from the grassy knoll, and now he's got the spasms in the back. That's great. All right, so we just lost JFK. What did it say? It said April. I hope he's back in time for the playoffs, man. That's massive. All right, so, well, speaking of forwards going down, there you go, I told you, jinxed myself. Scratch. Cizikas, Berglund. Berglund was a great defensive substitution for us last year, but I'm going to bring up Rasmussen. There it is. Special teams, we're going to take off Berglund, and we're going to put Rudolph Braun in there on the power boat. There it is. Rudolph Braun, okay? 4-man power play, Berglund. No, Braun is going to go in there. I got to make these changes because we are in a President's Trophy hunt. And every little bit counts right now. Extra attackers. I want to make sure 4-on-4. Yeah, 4-on-4. Berglund. No, can't have that. We're going to put Rudolph Braun in there. Was Rudolph playing twice there? No, he's playing twice. Hang on. Rudolph Braun's playing twice. Let me get Larkin. Let me get Bochinski in there. I know he's not listed as a center, but there you go. Logan Bochinski and Mantha. Yeah, that works out. 3-on-3. I'll get Logan Bochinski in there. It's very important that we do this. Oh my god, this video is going to be a long one. Jeez. And then the shootout. I need the shootout as well. Berglund, no. Alright, Kyle Connor, Svechnikov. Evgeny Svechnikov. No. Evgeny's a playmaker. I'll just put in Logan Bochinski here. Actually, Anthony Mantha. He can shoot. Yeah, that works out. All right, so we had the first big injury. JFK goes down. That hurts our third line. Let's see. And it's an overtime loss right there. A 2-0 loss to the Colorado Avalanche. Yeah, it's over. The President's Trophy hunt. It was a failure this year, boys, but we can always answer back next season. Man, if you take away that beginning month as well, 11-0-1, we're down to what? 35, 22, and 10. That's not that good, man. That's not that good after that run that we went on at the beginning. So 2 more games. Let's just finish it up against the Ottawa Senators. It's going to be a 2-1 victory and a 5-3 victory. So in the last 7 games, we went, what, 4-1-2? Yeah, 4-1-2. That's not going to be good enough to get us the President's Trophy, but still a fantastic season for the young Detroit Red Wings. They end up winning their division, which is a solid A solid season. What's the word I'm looking for? Accomplishment. There you go. A solid accomplishment for the young Detroit Red Wings. Back in the playoffs, second year in a row as well. And we just missed out on the conference by 1 point, 108 points for the Philadelphia Flyers. Oh, man, we missed out on the freaking President's Trophy by 1 point. One measly point. That's all we needed. A freaking overtime win, a shootout win, an extra game in regulation loss where we pushed to overtime, and that would have done it. But still, a great year for the Detroit Red Wings. So let's take a look at everything. We'll see who we're facing in the playoffs in a second. But let's just read up on the stats here. So JFK is going to be injured for the playoffs. At least we have some forward depth. So that's good news. Entire league. All right, so point-wise, yeah, the Detroit Red Wings, 107 points. Regulation plus overtime wins right there behind them as well. So if we would have just got that overtime win in some game that we lost, 44, and we would have been tied 108, that would have been interesting. Goals for per game, 2.73, so it'll continue to go up. We're still not in the top 10, though, so we need to improve our goals for per game. Our first line scoring goals, I guess it's our depth, that's not. Goals against per game, though, the stat that I want to track, we were the best defensive team in the NHL. So Roberto Luongo and the Florida Panthers showed us what defense could do last year. We got it this year, so I want no excuses from this damn simulation. Power play percentage, third in the NHL, so we should be scoring power play goals in the playoffs as well. And penalty kill, 80.7. Oh my god, our penalty kill went way down. What the hell? Holy shit, it was like the third best in the NHL. Maybe Rudolph Braun is not the best, or not the best choice in there. Or maybe when a defenseman went down, something changed. Yeah, okay, I'll have to look into that. All right, so there are the player stats, or the team stats, I should say. You guys let me know what you feel about that. And also the player stats. So forwards, Alexander Ovechkin didn't quite have the 50-goal season, but 46 goals on that first line, a plus 20. That is quite a season. I'm very happy with that. Kyle Connor, 67 points. Dylan Larkin, 60 points. All plus players. That first line really, it really led the team this year. Other than that, no one else really stepped up. JFK, 28 goals, so not the 40-goal season. Let's see his shot totals. Did he get close to 310 again? Only 236. So you see, Ovi even had his shots stifled. He usually gets above 300. So there's too many shooters on this team. JFK, Svechnikov, Andrey Tsvetkov, only 47 points. And I gave them second line time towards the end of the year and first line power play time. So what do we do with the Svechnikovs? Pair them for a trade where Jack Hughes, that would be freaking blockbuster. That'd be legendary. Logan Bochinski, only 43 points, 113 penalty minutes. My God, this guy's a rough and tough. Is he a fighter? Fighting skill, 69. What the fuck? All those fights. Oh my God, so many penalties. Anthony Mantha, only 40 points. Yeah, so we were a deep team. Rudolph Braun, only 27 points. Interesting. Yeah, we did not have a lot of depth goal scoring. It was all in the first line. Quinn Hughes had 18 goals, though, 34 points. Hugo Rillo. So let's see what kind of advanced analytics this guy had in his first season. He passes the puck compared to goals, so that's good. Let's see. He does not throw too many hits, but he blocks shots and takeaways. The giveaways are pretty good. This guy was a steal. Hugo Rouleau, already up to 82 overall. Jake Gardner, all right. Cholowski and Johnson didn't have a great year on that second line. And then Ryan Preck in his first season up to 79 overall. Let's take a look at his advanced analytics. Takeaways to giveaways, not the greatest. Block shots and hits. Yeah, he didn't get a lot of ice time, so we're going to see. He might be more of an offensive two-way defender. And Villabra, I thought Roenick would get more than 4 games played. I was wrong there, dead wrong. And goaltenders, yeah, Eric Comrie, 39 wins, I should say. Malcolm Subban, 9 wins, 7 losses. Yeah, Subban's not going to grow with that kind of season, and I don't think Eric Comrie is going to grow either. But 929 save percentage, that's just fine for us. We just need our freaking offense to show up in the playoffs here. You know, JFK's down, but we have Alexander Ovechkin. Ovi, the real deal. So I'm hoping that he can score some goals. So let's head into the year 5 playoffs here and see who we have up in round number 1. Oh, perfect. And JFK is available to play in the team's next game. So, in fact, I'll just do that now so I remember. The next video I don't start. Maybe you guys can chime in on the line changes. You know, what should we do? Should the Svechnikovs be up there? Should JFK be back on that second line? Anthony Mantha? What should we... Maybe Bochinski down the third line because he's taking all those penalties, you know? What should we do? You guys let me know. Special teams, power play. Yeah, let me get JFK back in there. Rudolph Braun, you're coming out. JFK. This was the last change because the... the 3-on-3 and extra attackers for overtime we don't need to focus on anymore. The regular season is over. All right, so round number 1, we have the Buffalo Sabres. Jack Eichel, baby. So Jack Eichel and the Sabres up against the Detroit Red Wings. So a nice rivalry of the Atlantic Division. Which team is going to get the better? Which team is further along in their rebuild right now? So you guys let me know. It's a long video. There's a lot to take in. I'm going to pay you guys back for the last month. I'm going to get daily videos up until NHL 19. We're going to finish this friggin' Detroit Red Wings GM mode commentary and get Detroit a Stanley Cup, baby. And remember, in this universe, Alexander Ovechkin has not won a Stanley Cup. Can he do it? Can he win his first here with Detroit? You guys let me know anything and everything. Give us some fan art and also line changes. What should we do with that middle 6? That's very important right now for round number 1. So let me know, boys, and I will see you in the next one. Hey guys, Johnny here, and thanks for watching. If you enjoyed the video, give us a like, hit that subscribe button, and make sure notifications are on so you don't miss out on any new content. You can also swing by our website, which has forums and a live chat. That, along with Twitter, allows us to play with our subscribers in our GTA lobbies or the 24/7 open Minecraft server, where you can build with others or play in one of the many games across Superbia. Our Patreon account helps us support our website and the Minecraft server, and we also live stream on Twitch, where I take days off my life for your entertainment. Sonny Gray, get out of it. You stupid pieces of shit! I should have gone with Jose for Fernandez! Oh my God, pitching change. Fernandez, get your ass in there. Oh, I swear to God, baseball God just decided to all over me. Grand slam, oh yeah. Make me miss the playoffs with a first-ranked team. Year 2, 30 games above 500, no divisional win, trip to the wild card. First inning.